If you're a business owner and you have your business and your personal accounts and like finances commingled, please take a second and divide them out. Even if you're just getting started and you're like, I'm not even registered as something else, why would I need to do that? Legally, you don't. But from a professional standpoint and actually understanding how much your business is making, being able to do your bookkeeping, making sure you're not missing deductions, all of those are so important. Because if you don't do that, what happens is you end up going through, let's be realistic, probably the week before your taxes are due, you go through all of these transactions. You're like, oh, I don't remember if that was business or personal. If you don't remember and you don't have a receipt, you can't claim that because you don't have something to substantiate it. You could claim it and you could risk it because if you get audited and you can't prove that it was for a business purpose, they're going to, disregard that and you won't be able to claim it and you'll owe taxes and penalties and interest. And generally it probably won't be anything huge because we're not hopefully talking, tens of thousands of dollars here, but still that can also open the can of worms for the next couple of years to potentially be audited as well. Especially if you're an LLC, right? Even if you're a single member LLC or a sole member LLC, you really need to have separate business bank accounts with your EIN for your LLC. And you may be like, yeah, but I don't really want to do that, or that's a pain, or I have to go change my, Stripe or my Dipsata or whatever I'm using. But at the end of the day, if you don't do that, it can potentially, and again, this is not legal advice, it can potentially be what's known as piercing the corporate veil. If you are not treating your LLC as an entity that's separate from you personally, and you end up in a lawsuit, you're being sued, that can make your personal assets potentially be at risk. One of the main purposes of an LLC is to put a bubble around your business so that if you do end up involved in a lawsuit, it protects your personal assets. If you're not showing that your business is fully separate from your personal, one of those ways is by having dedicated bank and credit card accounts in your EIN, like with your EIN number in your LLC name. So if you're looking for a recommendation for a bank or a credit card, pop it in here. I have a whole bunch of different resources. I am Caitlin Magnuson. I run a full service accounting firm for creatives and I eat, sleep, and breathe this. So I am in it all day, every day. I can give you recommendations for what's worked for me and what hasn't, and also what works for our clients. So let me know what your questions are. Let me know if you have your banking and your credit card separated. And if not, I would definitely make that a priority in the next week.